The hunt is on.
So these are what the bigger ones look like, yeah.
In search of a turtle. It's easier said than done.
Okay.
Ask Carol Hall, a veteran turtle hunter. She's the biological survey herpetologist for the Minnesota DNR. In other words, if it's cold and slow, Carol knows how to track it.
There are 9 turtles at the site. We'll see how many we find today. These are our VHF transmitters. These are the small transmitters that we put on our turtles. Puts out a signal to our receivers that we pick up, and then we can track our turtle.
You got one, huh?
Yeah, I think she's far field.
Today, Carol and her team are in the field tracking wood turtles in southeastern Minnesota.
Oh, it's the easiest. Do we go around the trees here, you think, or through the woods? Early on in my career, we'd find them and release them. Sometimes we wouldn't even mark them. And in my mind, it just wasn't enough information.
Turtle tracking is part of a larger project to study turtle populations, which have been declining in Minnesota. Carol's task is to find out why.
Wood turtles are important species that were identified in the State Wildlife Action Program. And we get federal funding through our Minnesota Wildlife Action Plan that is critical to pursue this effort.
We have 2 state-threatened species. We have wood turtles and Blanding's turtles. For now, our main focus is with wood turtles, and so kind of just following on with the DNR, partnering closely with them in this kind of ongoing project they've had for a long period of time.
I've been working with the DNR for 30 years now, and a big part of what I do is target rare species and document them so we can map them and try to protect them. Oh yeah. She is out here somewhere. And then when you get close, the trick is to not step on her. I think I'm pretty close in here. Yay, Krista.
Mommy.
She's looking good.
Yeah, so this is the old VHF transmitter that we need to replace today. It was put on last year around this time. They last typically about a year, and she needs a new one for the winter to get us through so we can find her again next spring. So I just looked up the old data on this turtle. She was first caught in 2003, and she was already 20 plus at that point. So now, 18 years later, she's at least 38 years old, and she weighed 1025.
Wow.
The wear and tear of Mother Nature is just one challenge the turtles are facing to survive.
There are a number of threats that our turtles are facing, wood turtles and Blandings in particular. The main one is habitat loss. So habitat loss, fragmentation, even invasive plant species can change the habitat that they rely on. They also suffer from road mortality, poaching in the state, and nest predation. So where we have these recreational areas, we have a lot of people who come in, enjoy our waterways, but they'll leave behind trash, and that can attract raccoons and other predators that will just take too many turtle eggs, and that can affect the population over time.
One down, but many turtles to go.
So if we want to have really clean water in Minnesota, we want to have a lot of turtles, and wood turtles play part of that role. She knows we're coming for her. So the interesting thing about wood turtles is a lot of them actually lose their legs to predation. It's anywhere from like 15 to 20% over the course of their life will end up losing a limb. So Peggy is one of those. And she's a very old girl. We think this is probably our oldest turtle.
So what will it take to protect and restore these turtles?
Get landowner buy-in on these efforts, because it's going to take citizens, landowners along the river, to really fully protect these populations.
Yay! There you are.
Healthy turtles equals a healthy environment, and so the turtle tracking goes on.